Hello everyone and welcome to WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca for round 5 of the Idemitsu Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by BFGoodrich Tires. I'm John Hindorf and joining me is Shea Adam. Before we get to the action today, let's take a look back at rounds 3 and 4 from the streets of St. Petersburg.
On the streets of St. Pete, 1.8 miles around, as we are ready to go racing for the third of our season races for Mazda MX-5. There's 45 minutes on the clock, and round 3 of the 2023 Idemitsu Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by BFGoodrich Tires is on the runway, and pretty much everybody here has survived the first half lap of this 1.8 mile circuit. Just coming through on the far corner, it's the bump and run. Wagner has taken it back. It's time now to go racing for the second time of asking this weekend. Unbelievable racing in the moment. What have we got there? 6-7 cars battling for the lead. We've got some bent cars, and Hanna Zellers leaves St. Pete leading the championship.
It's a special weekend here in Laguna Seca. The grassroots community fundraising programme of the Michael J. Fox Foundation have teamed up with Sonny Whelan to raise money for Parkinson's research by auctioning off an actual MX-5 Cup car. For more information on how you can win this car, head to racingforacure.giving. WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca is the spiritual home for Mazda, and the MX-5 Series as a championship made its debut here back in 2006. Current points leader Hanna Zellers makes his first appearance at Laguna Seca. He's looking to keep his momentum rolling after a win and a runners-up finish at St. Pete's. And Aaron Johnson will be a fan favourite. It's his third season as an MX-5 driver, but his first as a resident of Northern California. This weekend could be a big turning point in the season for some of our drivers. Let's get to the action and the start of round 5.
Led by Gresham Wagner, is about to come to the starting line. Green flag is in the air for the first of 2 races at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca for Idemitsu Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by BFGoodrich Tires. Down towards the first corner, the pole sitter gets to the inside, and Wagner defending from Aaron Johnson and Jared Thomas. Selin Rollan trying to make up a position there, but it is the orange bonnet with the green flashes. That's the number 5 car. Really nice start by Jared Thomas, who's followed the pole man through into second place. They're in turn number 4 now. Almost flat through there. Sam Paley in the bright blue car. The number 24. Aaron Johnson in the blue, number 24, in third position. Sam Paley's dropped back a couple of spots, I think, as they head up to turn 5, and already a car off the circuit further back down through the field. Side by side through turn 6. The number 76 is Matthew Dirks and Alex Pachura and Bryce Cornet in close company there. Down through the corkscrew, and really for the first time, and it's still Gresham Wagner who leads out. He's under pressure though from Aaron Johnson, and Jared Thomas, wasn't it, that came through in a second, but Thomas is having to defend himself from the number 24, the blue and white car, in second of those battling cars behind the leader. Then it's Hanna Zellers who's made up a couple of places. So as they go across the line, Wagner, Thomas, Jansson, Zilisch, Selin Rollan, Sam Paley in 6th. Thomas Annunziata is the best of the rookies. He's got ahead of Nate Cicero on that opening lap. Then Robert Noecker, Alex Pachura for the top 10. And there was a little bit of bump and grind, I think, at turn 5 for the first time. And looks like Sam Paley and Aaron Johnson are trying to get there as well. Aaron's the next one to try and hook back on to the lead 3 to make it a quartet. Then
Big penalty just came through from race control, John. Jeremy Fletcher, another man who is trying to get that Rookie of the Year honor. Drive-through penalty, incident responsibility with Bruno Smielevski.
That was very early on in the race. Well done to Jonathan Neudorf, who managed to get through one of the orange overlaps. You talk about it a lot in the driver briefings. Sometimes you get the feeling that some drivers don't always pay full attention to those, Adam, but obviously Jonathan did, and the orange overlap means there is a gap to be able to get your car out of harm's way, and that's been done very nicely indeed there by Jonathan. Another big slide by Gresham Wagner as he tries to pull away from the front of the field. Jared Thomas, Connor Zilisch, Aaron Johnson, the number 24 in 4th position, almost on the back there, and Zilisch has gone through. Zilisch has gone through into 2nd, and off at turn 6.5 really. See if we can pick up which car it was, Shea.
It was Sam Paley.
It was Sam Paley, you're right. The 28 car. I am so used to him running black or blue, and he's in red this year.
Well, and Matthew Dirks today is in silver.
I know, shouldn't be allowed.
That throws us off even more. It shouldn't be allowed. Now, I trust Gresham Wagner. He knows how to win here. He did it the last 2 times we raced here. But is he using his tires too soon? I think so. And Connor Zilisch is going, I want to lead, because guess what? There are points for leading the most laps as well. And right now, Connor Zilisch has led more laps than anyone else this season. 41 to his name coming into today's race. Next in class, that would be Aaron Johnson on 18. Big difference.
Very big difference indeed. And the change of lead there at the hairpin. And the Andretti name attached to that hairpin. Those with long memories will remember when that didn't exist, and they just went straight up the hill from there to the corkscrew pretty much. With Selin Rollan now in 5th position. As he goes across the line. Then Nate Cicero, Robert Noeck is about another 2nd behind. He's not quite in the draft. I think they're catching that lead quartet very gently. And there is the number 76. Matthew Dirks from Macumbi Macaleer Racing is well off the circuit down at the final corner. Now that's an odd one. Oh no, he lost that very early in the piece, going backwards into the gravel, and he's not driving that one out of there. No, well, he tried, and all it did was duke the back end. Good news is that Matthew Dirks, although he's dropped a lap, is rolling again. He's heading through turn 5 at the moment, as Connor Zilisch in the green, blue and black machines comes to restart. The green flag's in the air, and with 25 minutes and 26 seconds to go, we're back racing. And that long 25 car train heads down towards turn 1, coming from a long way back. Jared Thomas closes in on the 2 leaders. He's in the red car with the yellow rollover cage. Top 5 pretty much equidistant, and a little gap back to Sam Paley. Haven't really seen Gresham Wagner shape up for a determined pass for the lead at the moment. He seems fairly happy to be following Connor Zilisch. He knows, of course, that Connor isn't in the championship for the full season, as we've got a spinner for the number 6, the 26 JTR car. 15th position for the green-fronted car of Peter Atwater, and that's coming out of the first 2 corners. What a lovely shade of green that is on the front of that car. Shame we had to see it when he was turning back in to point the right direction. Change for 2nd place at the top of the hill. Jared Thomas for JTR gets up the inside of Gresham Wagner, who was shaping for the pass for the lead, funny enough. Typical Idemitsu Mazda MX-5, Shea. You try to attack and all of a sudden you forget to defend.
And what a decisive, brilliant pass by our championship winner from the last year on the championship winner the year before. Jared Thomas making the move early, showing the nose, showing his intent. Gresham Wagner leaving him room, it does need to be said, but a great move from Jared Thomas to go up into the 2nd place, and now he can look forward and try and get around Connor Zilisch.
Now down through Rainey. I'm not writing, not writing Gresham Wagner out of this, but it's so hard, Shea, to get your tyres back once you have overheated them. The intake of breath from Shea Adam was for Selin Rollan going down the inside to retake 4th position. Manages to get it done for a moment. We have 3 Mazdas across the track.
That was the 2nd consecutive lap that Gresham Wagner had got 4 wheels off at the exit of turn 10 and somehow managed to keep the speed going. He is clobbering the curbs. He is running over every surface that he could possibly find. And that's what it takes to stay ahead of someone like Selin Rollan, who is a seasoned veteran in this championship, knows how to get it done, and now is looking down the inside of Gresham Wagner once again, but can't make it stick into turn 6.
Oh, it's Gresham Wagner off at 6. He gets the slide, he gets the tank slapper, put the BFGoodrich Tires into the dirt, and he's dropped behind. Well down, he's gone behind Sam Paley. He's been struggling for grip as well in the number 7 car. So that's dropped him down to 7th position. Now, is that the cork out of the bottle? Or can Robert Noeke in the black and white number 13, can he get onto the back of the number 24 Aaron Johnson and bring with him Sam Paley and Nate Cicero? In fact, actually, it's Cicero now ahead of Sam Paley, so Paley's dropped back. Thomas now can mount maybe one more charge. He's got to be super clean through turn 6 and close up towards the top of the hill. Oh, he's getting turning oversteer. As soon as he tries to get that dark red Mazda to turn in, the back end wants to overtake the front, but he's closer now. Nail the braking point here. Get a good exit, they both do. The little 2-litre engines singing away. They're absolutely street stock, sealed by Mazda Sport. One more chance, maybe. Got to keep it on the track at turn 10, Zilisch in the JTR, number 96. And he does, but he's not going to be close enough. It will be the championship leader for Hixon out of turn 11. And the first of 2 races this weekend goes the way of Hixon Motor Sports and Connor Zilisch, who's battled his way to the victory.
So points leader Connor Zilisch fends off reigning series champion Jared Thomas to win by less than half a second. Let's head down to victory lane now and hear from our winner.
Yeah, it brings our Hixon Motor Sports team a lot of momentum. Obviously, we've been working really hard on our cars, and Andrew Carbonell, Shea Holbrook, Brian Hixon, the entire team, they put a lot of effort in, and it's clearly showing off. We've won the last 2 races now and have a lot of momentum leading the championship, so it's a good feeling knowing that you don't have to do all the work, and you know you got a really supportive team behind you. So I'm just thankful for all them, and I can't wait for race 2 tomorrow.
Congratulations to Connor Zilisch and the entire Hixon Motorsport team. Here's the points after Laguna Seca. Aaron Johnson passes Connor Zilisch for first place in the championship and has a 140-point lead. Rounding up the top 5, Selin Rollan, Gresham Wagner and Jared Thomas. Round 7 and 8 of the MX-5 Cup presented by BFGoodrich Tires takes place at Watkins Glen International June the 23rd and 24th. We'll see you then.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of the International Motorsports Association. We would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.